discipline from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mustangs have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Gets it out fast. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Trojans. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Pulls it in. It's Butler. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Across the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
The Mustangs want to move quickly. The play-action fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. He'll take the deep shot. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. Then some. Touchdown Mustangs. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming in the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football? Taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Jones wants to throw it. Right on the money. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Jones to throw. Finds his back in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
He wants to throw it again. He's going for a big play downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. See what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They moved the chains, and he's got it at 34.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Bringing the heat. Got his man quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground because there's not much left. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the 1. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 14 to Louisville. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to... Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quickly complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to...
Touchdown, USC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Good timing on the quick out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
After that last completion, it's second down. That's reeled in. It's it's Butler. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this.
Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. From the gun, the ground game. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, I bet the QB is steaming because he did an awesome job. He drops back, and he can tell he's got the matchup he wants on the outside. He's got an open receiver, throws it to him. Great ball right through his hands. Missed opportunity for a big play. Missed opportunity for a touchdown.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass, and giving no space for the offense.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to North Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Jones wants to throw it. Dances away. Throwing on the run. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights. And we are dead even here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it for a big play. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Timeout, SMU.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down at midfield. A 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. That's caught. It's Butler. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That's caught. It's Gilbert. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Butler. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. There's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And they're able to make the tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Jones to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as...
He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab at the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and goal for the offense. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Trojans! And that one will give them the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 11 over UTEP. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. He's got him in the flat. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Sends it back in motion. Oh, they're after him. Using his feet to buy time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got some room, it was over.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense defense is headed back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Grab behind the line. It's Butler. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Pocket breaking down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires left. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
That incompletion leaves him staring at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The kick is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Finds his man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Rushes on him. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their...
Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Colorado is taking on the form of its beloved Ralphie. They are running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 28 over UMass. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought... What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, USC! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football. SMU, 33.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to keep it in the air. He wants a big play here late. He's got it inside the 25. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
On fourth down, going to the air. Here comes the heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve.